Okay, here is the trailhead for the beginning of our hike, and we're at StevensPass, and those are my two hiking buddies for this trip, Mark and Robert.
Probably 6,000, 7,000?
Yeah, probably 65 maybe.
It's in one of my pockets. I can feel it. Where'd it go?
It seems like that, but it's only a few seconds. It just seems like it when you... That was my, I hit the 7-gallon mark on my donations.
Oh, wow.
So I think I'm going to stop donating. Because it is...
Okay, we've made it to the second meadow.
Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Three Sisters Wilderness. I mean, the Three Sisters Wilderness. Yeah, Jefferson Park.
Yeah.
I've already told my wife all these things.
Yeah, we finally got up on top of this ridge here, and we're coming up to Lake Valhalla, but this is kind of a pretty little area. I thought I'd get a picture for all you guys that don't go hiking. Thought I'd let you hike with me for a bit.
This is the lake we're coming up to?
Well, I think we got to be getting close to it by now. And I think we need to get over whatever this is. Well, this, and I think we probably got to go over that ridge right over there. So
we must be close enough to it.
What?
There's a sign right here. No campfires at Lake Valhalla.
Oh yeah.
And I see those people walking up there.
Lake Valhalla. Finally made it. See a little bit of it down there. And there goes the trail that we'll be going on.
Dick Nolte he was the guy that, was a loser.
Yeah.
He was the one that loaded, he was the one that loaded up on countries at the grocery store with cigarettes. And he was the one that was putting the on the fireman drugs.
This is a first water resupply. We went about 9 miles, and we crossed a couple streams early on, but this is the first decent one since we've gone 9 miles. So I drank up all my 1 3/4 water and refilled now. This is Lake Janus. It took us 8.5 hours to get here. So this is the lake. This is where we're spending the night. Well, we walked over that ridge there, came around this way, came up to here, found a shade tree, and I sat because I was getting overheated. Well, we got a long ways to go, but we climbed up from down there. We came around the backside of that ridge. Okay, I'm leaving Janus Lake where we spent the night. There were some mosquitoes there, but not too bad. Now we're off, hoping to do 13 miles today. This first climb is 1,110 feet. Then once we get up on top of this, we don't have a lot more climbing to do for that 13 miles, but this is quite the climb. So I'm just about to the top, probably a half hour or so, but here's a nice little pretty meadow for you to view. Okay, I made it to the top. There's the view I've got. And I came from that direction. So I climbed up this hill. And I got a little bit more to go, but not bad. Did it in 1.5 hours, so that's a pretty good time for me. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Guess not. Here's a better view from the other side of the mountain. Got some snow caps up there. And I'm heading that way. Okay, I'll let you hike with me for a little bit. This is kind of a cool area. This is why I work so hard to climb up to these areas, just because they're so pretty. And off in the distance, that snow-capped mountain is Glacier Peak. Yesterday was kind of hard. We did 9 miles, camped at Lake Janus, and today we're going to try and do 13 miles. And then we'll only have 13 more to get to White Pass, and then Thursday we'll hike out. But this is why I hike, just to get up here for views like this. Now we're going to do a little bit up and down, but tomorrow we're going to mainly walk along the ridge into White Pass, so it'll be like this for a lot of the miles tomorrow. But this is pretty cool right now. I think I'll stop here and wait for my friends. I took off. I thought for sure they'd catch me, but I did that 1,100 feet in about an hour and a half, which is pretty fast for me. 2 miles. Climbing uphill. But I think I see a good spot to sit. So I think I'll drop my pack and come over here and sit in the sun and wait for my friends to catch up. This looks like a good spot to sit. Alright, this is just a little ways more past where I stopped to rest, but this is a nice, looks like I got a ridge walk here for a ways, and I got these views here. So it's only about, it's not even 9 o'clock yet in the morning. I'm gone 2 miles. So I only got 11 more to do today. But that climb was the hardest. You got a couple that are 700 feet in 2 miles, but that one was 1,100 feet in 2 miles. So it was pretty steep. This next couple miles here is a few hundred feet up and down. So I'll be walking along this ridge. That's the view I got. Well, there's Glacier Peak. We're not going that far, but we're going towards it. Well, here's another pretty little meadow. A little meandering stream through it. Here's a large chunk of granite. There's a meadow down there that I just...
7.
Okay. This is Glasser Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one over there is, what was the name of that one?
Margaret Lake is
Margaret.
on the other side.
Margaret Lake. And then if you just pan up a little bit, there's Glacier Peak.
That's Heather Lake, below Glacier Peak.
Oh, excuse me. This is Heather Lake down here. And let's pan up back up to Glacier Peak, and then we'll just run along the ridge. This is what I hike for, these views. All right, come along and hike with me a little bit. I'm having a nice walk here, right along the ridge. There's Glacier Peak again. If you kind of look down in that little valley, there's another lake. So, see, this is just pretty up here. I mean, you can't get views like this sitting in your house. And I hate the climbing to get up here, but once I'm up here, this is what I like. And that's why they call this the Pacific Crest Trail, because a lot of it runs right along these ridges. There's Glacier. Not sure what mountain that is, but it's snow covered and it's to the south of us. And here's a little ravine I just crossed over. Well, here's another nice view. Nice little meadows there. And I'm gonna go this way down this trail here. Where is it? There it is. I'm going that way. There's another view of Glacier Peak, and here's another view of these pretty meadows as it drops down into a valley. And back up to Glacier Peak. Another nice view. And down here into the valley. Well, we got up over this other spot. Now we're heading up. Sorry, I was slapping a horsefly that was biting my arm. Sorry for the jiggle. Okay, that's Pear Lake over there. But we got to go down into that valley and then climb back up. Here's another little meadow. Nice little hike. I'm going to lose about 800 feet of elevation and then have to climb back up again to get over the next hill. But this is beautiful up here. You can't get it any better, but it's hard work. Okay. So this is bear grass right here. And then There's Glacier Peak again, and there's where we're going, right over there to that lake. Go ahead, I got you. You're the greatest hiking partner you could ever have. He's carrying my pack down to the river. So we made it to Pear Lake. It took us, it was 9 miles, but it was no water, and I got real low on water and got a little dehydrated. So we're stopping here. I got a little overheated too, but this is a pretty lake. Okay, getting ready to leave in Pear Lake. I'm going to try and go another 9 miles today to Lake Sally Ann. Well, got another nice view. We're going to have these kind of views all the way till tomorrow when we camp at White Pass. Okay, yeah, come hike with me. Looks like it might be a kind of a pretty section. I like these rocks and that. It's always so nice. I've been going I got about a mile in already today. We only got 9 miles today. So, and it should be a lot easier. Yesterday was tough. We probably gained over 2,000 feet. And then I got dehydrated because a lot of the walk was on ridges high up, and once we climbed up, and then the problem was that there was no water, so I got really dehydrated. Okay, time to hike. Well, here's another rock fall, but I'm going to do it here because, as you can see, that trail goes up, and I need all my energy to get up that hill. Well, I finally got up this thing. Doesn't look very steep, but it is. So, and still got a little snowy up here. So, but I know I got some more climbing to do. These rock areas are pretty cool. Alright, I think I'm going to climb some more, so I'm going to shut it off. Well, we're finally up on top. Here's a nice little meadow. And we're heading that way. Another little meadow to look at.
Once the mouth gets dry, then you feel.
Yeah, there's Glacier Peak. We're getting close. Then we have all of this. We're heading that way. Pretty. Well, doing another climb up. but just came back over that one there, over there. But uphill. Okay, we've been climbing for a long time. We came down that ridge over there, climbed down, now we're climbing up 1,300, 1,400 feet to get over this ridge to our campground. But I am so tired. Oh man, I am exhausted. We still got more little climbs to do. I wonder if I can get an Uber out here. Probably not. But the views are pretty nice. It's kind of hazy. Alright, so you can see the trail there, and it goes around that way. Then I think after we get around that, we'll drop into the lake. I sure hope so. I'm so tired. Well, we got less than a mile to go, but we got to go up over that. So I hope I can make it. There's a little wildlife just hanging out. I'm surprised it's letting me get this close. Oh, there it goes. We're going the same place. Yep, we're going the same place. Well, this is Lake Sally Ann. Finally made it. I was so tired last night I didn't even take any pictures of it. Yesterday was the toughest hiking day I've had. But this is a pretty little lake. Well, okay, I'm leaving Lake Sally Ann. I just came down that little trail there, but it's kind of hazy. And the haze apparently is from a fire just north up by Glacier Peak. Well, here's some marmots. I don't know what they're doing, but there they are. Let's see what happens when I start. Oh, it's just, sorry for the shakiness. Well, here's my last big climb for the day. You can see the trail right up there, and it goes up to the top. Well, I'm almost to the top. That's where I was down there. There's some more scenery. There's some mountains over there with snow on it, but problem is it's so smoky here from that fire up by Glacier Peak. Sorry for all that. Alright, so you hike with me a little bit here. We're going to be going through stuff like this until we get to the campground. You get these nice views, these nice meadows. This is what's called ridge walking, and ridge walking is my favorite. That climbing up the hills is no fun, but this part here is just great. Okay. Okay. So I thought I'd let you hike with me for a little bit. I'll get lots of scenes like this for the rest of the day. We're up here on the ridge. They call this the Pacific Crest Trail, and this is why. A lot of ridge. There's a nice little pretty view. So here's a nice view. And if you look down there, you can see some hikers. But yeah, going that way. So nice meadow. Lots of meadows. Okay, there's lots of smoke from a fire north of here, but this is a view. We came up 600 feet from the valley down there. We got another 600 feet to go and then we're out. But I slipped and got my knee. All right, so we walked about 5 miles farther to get to White Pass, and it turned out that they're blasting there, so we had to turn around. So that means we did 10 miles of trail we didn't have to do. Now we're at Dishpan Gap. I'm wore out. We did about 12 miles today, and tomorrow we're going to get up in the morning and head out Blue Lake, Pilot Ridge Trail, and then back down to the car. We did a 10 extra miles, so we didn't have to do with a lot of elevation gain and up and down. But we're alive and we're here.
So I'm definitely going to get that, because there's a lot of times you want to know where's a good escape route. Where's a good day hike, exit or something like that.
So I'm laying in my tent looking at all the mosquitoes trying to get in. All right, if you look real close, you can see the trail over there that we're going to be going on. So we got to climb down to there, get some water, but once we get the water, then we're walking Pilot Ridge. And once we start down Pilot Ridge, there'll be more water, but got to stock up with water now. Thousand feet of elevation loss. Oh, the last day coming out, I was just dead tired.